What's up, YouTubers? This is Glenn, and I am back. And this is a little bit unusual for me to come back and after a day or two, but I just couldn't help myself. I talked to my brother today, and he kind of inspired me. So big shouts out to my brother Anthony AC. I hope you don't mind me saying your name on the internet, but oh well. But hey, with the new things that are going on with the Jehovah Witnesses, those quacks, but with the beard thing. Now, we had talked about this. I had talked about it with some of my family and with some friends of mine. And a long, long time ago, I remember this gentleman. He's a friend of mine. We were raised up together. I don't know if y'all would, if he would remember it. I'm gonna just say his first name. His name was Steve. And he said, Glenn, sometimes the Jehovah Witnesses ask you to do things that are a little bit unusual, and they're like testing you out. I'm like, really? Boo, boo. You know what I mean? I'm trying to work on my cursing. So, more dumb. I'm like, man, I ain't trying to hear that. I said, there's nothing in the Bible that speaks about the beard in a negative way, so I'm not trying to hear that. All of the society's photos and everything back there in the back, back then, long time ago, people had beards. Even when they showed the angels, even though they were white, they had beards. So now they have moved on because the head quacks told them that it was okay. Now they can wear beards. When all of the time in the Bible it's been there that you could have a beard. So basically, you as a Jehovah Witnesses or Jehovah Witness, you are taking what these guys say over God, basically, because it's been there in the Bible the whole time. Now that beards are gone, they've changed their doctrines. They're not even really sure if they are God's chosen one. Now you can wait until the end of the Great Tribulation to become a Jehovah Witness. So they're basically making it like churches. The next thing that's going to change is going to be disfellowshipping. And then I think after that, it's going to be blood. So it's going to probably be either or. I just found out that they have a treatment that they will allow you to have. Not only will they allow you to have blood platelets, but they'll let you do, if you're a Jehovah Witness and you're involved in an accident and they can save your blood, I'm for real. If you're in an accident and they put you on a gurney or some type that can catch your blood, they will let you get that blood filtered and put back in your body. Now tell me if that, I'm sorry, I got to curse. Now tell me if that ain't a crock of shit. Exactly. So they'll let you do that now. So the witnesses have been like transforming themselves in the last 8 or 9 months. I mean, just big time transforming. And probably that's why Tony Morris got booted on the lumber to North Carolina. So like I said, next thing is going to be disfellowshipping. Now, they will not change anything unless the Power 9 gives them the okay. That's when they will change something. Now, do y'all remember Jim Jones? He had the people drinking the Kool-Aid. I hate to say this, but the only way a Jehovah Witness will change or do something or grow in the beards, for so to speak, is if the Power 9 tells them to do it. Jim Jones was one person in particular, but it's 9 of them. And the Jehovah Witnesses will not do anything unless they say you can do it. Don't matter what the Bible say. They will only make a move when the Power 9 tells them to do something. If they ever see, if y'all go to the assembly, I'm talking to the Jehovah Witnesses. If you ever go to the assembly, let's say the summer one coming up. I don't know what y'all call them, district assemblies, whatever kind of assemblies you call them. If you ever see a bunch of Sunny Delight trucks out there, you better turn around and go home. All right? You better turn around and go home. Because I don't get it. Stuff that's already been in the Bible, you have to wait until they tell you that it's okay. I don't get it. I want y'all to think about something. This kind of depressed me. Jehovah Witnesses were under, and I heard this from a young man's page. Man, I wish I could give you the props because I really want to give him his props. Maybe in my next video I will. But on his page, Jehovah Witnesses teach that Jesus came to power in 1914. Well, in Matthew 28, 18 and 19, after Jesus was resurrected, some of the apostles didn't believe it was him. So when they met him, Jesus told them that I came, how did he word it? I have the power over heaven and earth. The power over heaven and earth has been granted to me. That was when he was resurrected. So when the witnesses say that Jesus Christ took power in 1914, that's a direct, I can't even think of the word. I'm not going to say hypocrite. That's a direct lie. I don't know how else to put it. Why would Jesus tell his apostles that the power of heaven and earth has been granted to me? So that means that the kingdom of the heavens was handed over to him. So in 1914, what was handed to him? He was already in power. I'm just saying. It's in the Bible. I want y'all to all look at Matthew 28, 18 and 19. And this is in the New World Translation, which is the Jehovah Witness Bible. Then, the thing that really depressed me, I was like, man, well, at least we got the resurrection. I still want to kind of hold out that thought of the resurrection. But when you look at Revelation 20, verses 4, it talks about a resurrection after the 1,000 years. I'm like, what? I read it about 4 or 5 times. Now, if y'all read it and you decipher something different, please leave it in my comments. If you are a witness, like I said, you can think I'm an apostate. I really don't care what you think. If you read that scripture, Matthew 20, verses 4, let me know what you think. From my last recollection, Jehovah's Witnesses were taught that the Great Tribulation would come. Then that would be a prelude to Armageddon. Then after Armageddon, we have 1,000 years of peace and security. People are brought back to life or resurrected. They have a chance to accept Jesus Christ, or they don't. And then Satan will be let loose, and then some will side with Satan and they'll be killed. Look up Revelation 20, verses 4. It talks about after the 1,000 years, some will be resurrected, then Satan will be let loose again. That's the word I was looking for. That's a contradiction to what the Jehovah's Witnesses taught. So, if Jesus came to power when he was resurrected, then that blasts the 1914 doctrine that Jesus Christ came to power at World War I or sometime in that era. That kills that. And that's right there in the Bible. Now, it's a shame that I read the Bible when I was younger, but I don't know. I guess I did like everybody else. I just accepted what they said. I just accepted what they said. And the last thing I want to talk about, I know I'm covering a whole bunch of things in this little short, brief time, but while I was on my mind, I wanted to, stay on course. The only reason the Jehovah's Witnesses are doing all this changing, for one, I do believe it's God doing that, but the reason they're changing like this is because of the internet. You have a lot of people like myself that are going and read, that are really looking into the scriptures and really, just reading the whole context of the scripture. And you get to see, nah, that's not right. And think about something. For ones that are a witness, normally in the Bible, when there was some doubt as to whether Jehovah was dealing with a particular person or persons, he would prove it. Moses, he proved it. Joshua, he proved it. David, he proved it. We can go on and on and on. You'll take, a lot of the things that Jehovah Witnesses do is based upon how the Israelites did things. Now, the Israelites had the, I don't know if it wasn't called the upper room, but they had a place where they kept the Ark of the Covenant. And not anybody could go in there. And definitely anybody couldn't just go pick it up. If you picked it up and you weren't, I don't know if it was a tribe of Benjamin, I can't remember which one, but if you weren't part of that particular tribe, you were killed instantly. That way you knew that was Jehovah's power. When they went out to fight, they had the Ark of the Covenant, and the Ark of the Covenant was a weapon. That basically was the Jehovah's presence. With these quacks in Bethel, they haven't done, Lord knows I'm trying not to curse, but they haven't done shit to show you anything that they have any type of power, any type of God's blessing or anything to show you that they are truly God's ones. They're lying. They just coming up with stuff off the top of their head. If you keep looking at that, they keep changing. That ain't from Jehovah. That is not from Jehovah. The beards have been in the Bible for thousands of years. Now they're saying y'all can do it. Come on, man. All right. I don't want to get too mad. But the last thing I'm going to talk about is being that they're doing all this changing, you got disfellowshipping, you have the blood issue, and the last thing, the pedophile. Everybody knows about pedophile, except a lot of the witnesses that are in the congregations right now. Okay. If you do know about it, and you're silent about it, that means you are an enabler. Because silence is just like, you accept it. If you know something is going on, but you say, Jehovah handle it, bull. Silence is just as bad as you being part of it. That's like if you go rob a bank. If I go rob a bank and I take you with me and I tell you, I don't tell you I'm going to rob the bank. We ride to the bank. I say, look, let me get out. I got to make a deposit. I got to make a withdrawal. And I go in there, rob, come out. And I come running out, jump in the car. Hey, man, let's take off. You can go, wait a minute, what's going on? Man, I robbed the bank. We get caught 10 miles down the road. Do you think the police are going to look at you and be like, so what happened? Well, Glenn told me he was going to the bank to make a withdrawal, but I didn't know he was going to rob the bank. They're like, yeah, okay, watch your head. Get in the car. You're going to get charged as much time as I did. So for anybody out there, any witness that's out there, former witness, or you might be someone that was abused, silence is deadly. Tell it. Contact your state attorney's office, district attorney. Find out the statute of limitation. And I don't care if it's your father, brother, cousin, uncle. Tell on them. Tell on their ass. Get them locked up. Because silence, like I said, you are enabling them. And we can't do that. So I'm sorry I did a little rambling, but I just, the stuff flooded in my head. It was from me and my brother was talking today, and I just couldn't help it and come out with a video. I know we don't come out this fast, but hey, hang in there. Hang in there. And be safe, okay? Peace out.